Speaking of celebrity game developers, Gary Gygax.
Oh.
Rest in peace for Mr. Gygax. He just died today. I got a call from ABC News like an hour before we went on wanting a comment on it, which actually I thought was kind of cool. Don't you think?
Did you give one?
Like they even noticed? Yeah, I did.
Well, yeah.
I said, who the fuck's he? No, I know. No, I thought that was cool that they cared enough.
Did they say what it's going to run?
No, they didn't. It'll come after whatever latest, car, whatever latest, what do they do? The following the, God, I can't talk. Fuck this. Let's start.
What are you babbling about?
I don't know what I'm
How about this? It's been like a huge sea change in public attitude toward it. Because I remember when I was in like grade school, and you go to like Bible study on the weekend, they would be telling us about how, you got to stay away from this because it's the devil's work. But it's not just his work, but it's also an outlet for the devil to enter your life. Mm-hmm. They tell us the stories of kids down in the basement, and they were dead serious. I don't know where they got this, but they would say all of a sudden, they were in this long D&D session, and one would stand up and outstretch his arms on either side, and then they'd roll up like carpets as if there were no bones in them. Beetlejuice shit, and then they would like roll back out. Like imagine those party whistles.
That is what happened to us.
But that would scare the shit out of me. They would tell us that
chick-tracked.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So that was the devil, dude.
Who is going to lead us to Satan now with Gary Gygax dead?
This is not going to be a good thing, but I was the founder of the role-playing club in high school.
Oh, you were
and
that
I went to
guy.
a Catholic high school, so that was like a really big deal, like with the principal, because I was like putting up posters, and it had like they had some image of like a stairway ascending into stars, and he had a big talk with me about like, I think that might be construed as ascension into heaven, and this, and then it went into the, we think this is demonic.
Wow.
And all sorts of stuff. It was moderated
Yeah, you
by
should have
our
had the
nun.
stairway going down. Then it would have been cool.
Depart from me, I never knew you.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling you, man.
It should not come as a surprise if anybody in this whole game group comes out as a D&D player. I mean, come on.
Well,
that's who we
you
are.
Guys are. I'm not saying it's cooler now. I just like I told you why. That's
right.
Even more nerdier. What's better to be?
No, that's pretty nerdy.
You were like rebel, dude.
Uh-huh.
You were like telling your priest straight up.
Hey, I'm going to
I was
hell, and I'm
some
taking
fucking
5 other students with me.
Actually, what I said in to ABC News, and I blogged about it too, was that I really think like everything would be totally different without him. I mean, it would be like Desmond going back.
There'd be a lot less neckbeards in the world.
but I mean, think of all the dorks who grew up playing D&D who then went on to be game designers.
True.
I mean, modern RPGs, computer RPGs came from D&D, and then and then modern computer RPGs influenced game designs in other genres, and then all this influenced movies and TV. I mean,
You practicing your sound bites for ABC?
I am. I'm repeating it.
It's a good
yeah.
one. I like
Thank
it.
you.
It's a good one.
You think role-playing wouldn't have come around in the same capacity if Gary Gygax hadn't been there?
It would have come from
this is where we need Desmond.
Let me repeat that. It would have come from the sexual community.
The furries. Yeah.
Just anything, role-playing, man. Like
Role-playing.
Like in the movie Trekkies, how the couple that runs the dental office, the husband will dress up like, I forget her name, the ship's counselor, and then the wife will dress up like Data.
Counselor Troy.
Yeah, Counselor Troy and Data. That's role playing.
Well, I guess it probably would have happened.
There wouldn't be
Otherwise.
dexterity or intelligence. It'd be like libido and penis like.
Let me re-roll.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. Everyone would have the overwhelmingly large penis score, though. I'm +4. So anyway, so he passed away. That's sad. I do remember it in my, I was probably older youth at that point. The whole when D&D was the big, the big boogeyman thing. I remember all the urban legends of the dude who died. Well, it was like in Boston or something, right? It was like some urban legend of somebody's going to know who's listening, and hopefully we'll post, but about guys having a D&D session in Boston and ending up in the sewer system and dying or getting eaten by rats or something. I don't know. There's some
messed up.
Some urban legend about that.
There's
been all sorts of urban legends. jumping
Jack
off
Thompson.
and all that other stuff.
Chasing those dragons back then.
Yeah. I'll have to
maybe.
get Jack Thompson's word on this.
Maybe his elf
big news.
sorcerer died, and this is all just like
He's been bitter ever since.